According to Villa A. Foster, quality is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. While wishing you all a wonderful day, we, Group B9, comprised of 8 members and led by Naveen Gunasekara, have identified the problem of requirement to identify factors affecting first-time through quality of garments in MAS. This presentation has been outlined with an overview of MAS, context to the problem and problem identification, root cause analysis using fishbone diagram, discussing the significance of the problem, literature review, study framework, and references. MAS tagline, Change is Courage, is a well-known giant in Sri Lankan apparel industry with a revenue of around $2 billion US. Mars manufactures variety of garments for many world-class customers in 16 countries. Currently, due to receiving high number of customer orders, styles has to be changed frequently with short lead time. So, production capacity and the production targets has been increased relative to the existing resources. This consequenced high first time through quality defects and factors affecting high first time through quality need to be identified. The presentation will be continued by Nufail.
Thank you, Priyanka. There are 3 key steps in problem identification. The first one is the identifying the direction of the problem. The second one is the evaluating the intensity of the problem. And then the final one is the confirming the persistence of the problem. The problem statement is the decline in accepted quality level of garments. So this problem comes under the domain of operation and quality control. If we move into the intensity of the problem, the 1% defects cost nearly $7 million annually. So there is a 1.4% gap between the standard and the actual. So it costs nearly $10 million annually. And the customer might cancel the orders when there's a defects, and reworking of garment can cause the delay in delivery. As a result, the company has to go for the air freight instead of the regular sea freight, so which will cost drastically. And the continuation of the quality defects might lose the strategic customer. Moving into the persistence of the problem, as you can see in this chart, since April, the accepted quality level started to decline, and it has been continuing till to date. So it is evident that the problem is persistent and it need to be addressed. So now my colleague Gayanti will discuss the causes of the problem. Over to you, Gayanti.
Thank you, Nufail. Now we will move to the fishbone diagram. Here we will discuss about the possible causes for failure of achieving accepted quality level of FTT. As the diagram indicates, we have identified 6 main categories of reasons. The first one is supplier management. As we all know, if the input is not in quality, then output also not in quality. In MAs, there is no clear return process for rejections. They have some return and rejection policies, but they are not clearly documented. Therefore, different procurement people use different approaches for supply. This may lead to drop the supply quality. Normally, per every 6 months, there should be a vendor evaluation which will grade each vendor, and it will encourage them to give a quality supply. Lack of such evaluation lead to poor quality supply. The next reason is quality inspection issues. In MAs, 100% inspection is not happening due to various reasons like lack of employees and time. They only check randoms and then accept the orders. Poor color shading inspection also create many rejections. The third key reason is training and development issues. Due to lack of cross-training, employees can make mistakes which will increase the rejection rate. Also, mishandling and not practicing numbering are there. The fourth reason is quality control. Inadequate inline quality checks and lack of frequent audits are key points. Also, in information perspective, due to poor reporting and inaccurate data, it cannot make proper decisions on the activities. Therefore, when there is some issue, it is difficult to identify the root cause. The final one is the process issues. Actually, they are not following SOPs. They try to go with shortcut, which will decrease the quality. And the inadequate inline quality checks is another point. So these are our identified reasons. Now we will move to the next part. Over to you, Dilip.
Thank you, Gayatri, for the superb explanation. So then try to understand how significant the problem is. First time through is a critical measurement of quality, efficiency, ability, and the skill. It calculates number of units without defects against the total units. Having a lesser percentage has a trickle-down effect. It brings down customer satisfaction and decreases the market share. It exposes to reputational losses, diminishes overall plant efficiency, and finally, it affects the bottom line of the business. That means it shrinks the profitability. So what we are going to do is we try to improve the FTT to the optimal level. That means to the 100%. So having 100% FTT in quality means it increases the customer satisfaction and loyalty, increases employee motivation, reduces cost, and increases the profitability. So Ashani, over to you.
Thank you, Dilip. Now let's move on to the literature review. So what is quality? Quality has been defined in various ways over time. As per a study by Juran, it is the fitness for use, but with the addition of service quality, even process, customer expectations, and societal needs had also been addressed in quality. As per the latest studies, it is defined as conformity and fewer deviations in the production process and considered as a competitive advantage in achieving operational and financial performance. So quality is basically the core of any business. Many scholars have contributed in developing measurement constructs and research on how quality management practices affects the performance of an organization. We have identified three main areas for decrease of FTT in MAS. These areas are training and development, quality control and assurance, and total productive maintenance. Moving on to training and development, according to a study by Tari, trainings should be provided to employees to recognize the problem and solve it by themselves. Since employees are basically specialized on a particular task, it would help them to rectify the issue and move forward. Suppose if an organization practices lean manufacturing and employees are not aware of the same, the overall purpose of the practice will not be successful. This is implied clearly in a study by Ahaya and Dreyfus. According to them, employees should be trained to practice and adopt techniques and tools in quality, which will lead to overall improvement of quality. According to Anderson, trained employees tend to avoid quality issues due to increased awareness. Over to you, Ananshia.
Thank you, Ashani. Quality control and assurance. As per the Nakapati and Middle in 2001, Deming into 1986, Chang in 1988, many factors are influencing the quality control and assurance of a company. But in the mass holding, product safety, production management, the size of the industry, and quality policy and economics are the crucial factors determining the quality control and assurance. As per the Nufal and Dilip in earlier slide, mass is currently having the FTT quality level, FTT quality policy to achieve the quality control and assurance. Total productive maintenance. Chan has described in his literature review in 2005, under the total production cost, 30% will be total productive maintenance cost. So to reduce the total production cost, they had to reduce the total maintenance cost as well. So how they can achieve that? Through proper training and development, resource allocation, and mass TPM can aims to decrease the stoppage losses, equipment failures, speed losses, speed reduction, defect losses, process errors, which was already proven by Dahl and Ed in 2000 in his literature review as well. So study framework. How mass can achieve the increase of FTT quality level. Currently, Mars has a target FTT quality level of 98%, but actually it has achieved for the past 12 months 96%. So by arranging the proper training and development, quality control and assurance, productive maintenance, it can go ahead to 98% of FTT quality level. So which was already elaborated and discussed by myself and Ashani in the past literature review as well. So what do you mean by quality? Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. So being in a high competitive environment in the apparel industry in Sri Lanka, Mars has to achieve the high quality level without compromising. So how Mars can achieve that? By proper achievement of 98% of FTT quality level in order to get the customer requirement and customer satisfaction and to give the employee benefits to sustain in the market and to generate profit and to get shareholder wealth maximization, which was already discussed and elaborated by myself and my team members in the past slides. Thank you.